So I want that.
Yeah, can I achieve that? Or am I too old now?
The reality is you could eat 2 blueberries and get more of the antioxidant content than you can an entire bottle of wine. Straighten that leg and tap it down. Just straight down and lift. Good. Don't come slow, 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 slow. Be in control of this.
Hi guys, and welcome to Unscripted, real talk on real life. I am Sarah, one of your hosts, and my beautiful Renate, alongside my beautiful Victoria. How are you, my lovely ladies?
I'm a little nervous.
As you can see, we're in a very different environment than we normally are, and it is going to be a bit more of an active show today. And we have this gorgeous human being, Hannah. She has, what hasn't she done when it comes to nutrition, women's health? She is the guru of postpartum workouts, helping women connect all your muscles, look fabulous and amazing like her. She's had 2 beautiful children.
We've got the 3rd child.
And my daughter.
Yeah, Poppy's joining us today. So we're just going to be talking literally about women, our health, our bodies, connecting our muscles, mental health that connects with your food, and because you're very into your holistic fitness. What goes in your body is really important for your mental health and the way you look. You studied, You have studied when she was 19. She's been in the industry for a very, very long time. Not saying she's old, by the way. She's not.
I am quite old.
She's not, by the way. So your business, Belly Blitz, which is a program that I actually do. I discovered Hannah, thank God.
Yes,
and
it's my model.
I've been a little bit naughty for the last month or 2. So tell us, Hannah, my beautiful Hannah, how did you... Tell us about Belly Blitz. What is Belly Blitz?
Okay, so Belly Blitz came about actually after I had my first child, because I was of the mindset of training hard, training fast, like so many fitness instructors are. And that's what I'd always done. And that's what I thought worked. And then I had, my first baby, and I was like, okay, we'll just go back to training hard. Cool. And I'll look the same. Didn't look the same. Like nothing looked the same, and I was just fucking knackered. Like, because you're already tired, and then you're training this hardcore, and I was like, well, this sucks. And I swear that's where postpartum depression often comes from, is that urgency and that need to kind of get back to how you were before and not being able to do it. So I was like, okay, this is different. I'm going to change my whole approach. And I went and I studied some more. And I studied a bit more of the psychology of how we feel postpartum, and also the hormonal fluctuations and how to kind of balance
really
those
interesting
out.
stuff, isn't it? Actually, there's a lot of
so much that goes on internally. Like, it's not about just dropping to a mat and doing 100 sit-ups or whatever. That's not going to work. Because you've got to balance everything from the inside out. So instead of working out, I started taking a nap. I mean, it sounds mental.
Well, actually,
I think I can do this workout.
See, my point is that thing, it's smarter, not harder. So what I'd done is put my body in such a stress state from going through the motions of giving birth and hormonal fluctuations, and then pounding the shit out of it, trying to get back in shape, that it just stopped. It just plateaued. It was like, no, not doing it. So I stopped for about a month, and I just started taking naps and kind of calming down, doing a lot of deep breathing, stretching, all that stuff. And then started bringing in more of the floor work that this kind of program is about.
A lot of floor work,
A lot of floor work.
Right.
Doing it, watching Netflix with your baby, like lying underneath you, whatever.
It's a good idea.
Using your body weight, nothing else.
Because we all say we don't have time, but, put a mat on the floor and Netflix on.
Everyone's got time.
It's
Everyone's got
prioritizing, isn't it?
Do you have time to make coffee? Do you have time to clean your teeth? We all have time to do those fundamentals.
Yeah.
And they are really short and quick too. A lot of most of the programs are about 20 minutes long, right? About 20 to 25
Yeah,
minutes.
the longest workout I think is like 29 minutes, and we all hate that one and try not to do it that often.
Yeah, we do. We like the 20 minutes or the 18-minute one.
What's another nice
But I tell you though, doing 20 minutes of any of your programs, you are sitting there going, fuck, and you're sweating and you're like, oh my God, how can you be in so much pain in 18 minutes?
How many minutes did you make me do? Because Sarah made me do one of
It was 14 minutes and you lasted about 8.
That's gold. Oh, I like that. But
8 minutes.
but guys, there's a huge psychology in that too, where I've got workouts that are as short as 4 minutes. And sometimes if you say to yourself, I'm going to dedicate to 4 minutes, because everyone can do 4 minutes, then you do the 4 minutes and you go, actually, I'm feeling quite good. I'll do this next 10-minute one. And before you know it, you've actually done like 30 minutes of exercise. Whereas if one workout popped up on your screen that said 30 minutes, you would have been like, nah, too hard, like not doing it.
And too much of a long time.
Yeah.
Such a mind over matter then, really.
Mind over
isn't
matter,
it?
completely. So I always say, just start. I say it to everyone every single day. If you feel like you can't do something, just pick the easiest workout, the one that you know is not going to cause you too much pain, and start. And then when you start moving, you often go, okay, I see.
Yeah.
No, I'm actually feeling good. And it takes you out of that headspace, and then you continue. So that's kind of the importance of breaking it down so that you're not committing to a big long time.
Yeah, and it's not a big scary thing. Like, I mean, I used to always go to the gym. I've been gym 5 to 6 times a week. And then when I had my daughter Monroe, I was like, ooh, in 3 weeks, I'm going to go back to the gym. Well, I still couldn't fucking walk properly because it destroyed my hips and everything like that. And I still have a lot of hip problems and pelvic problems from giving birth. And I went 4 years with no training because I didn't have the energy. I couldn't find the time. I just put so much pressure on myself, and then I just got into this quite dark little thing where I was hating on myself and hating my body, and why can't I do what a lot of other women do and go to the gym straight after they have a baby? A lot of women can do that.
I did train
couldn't do
after,
it.
and I actually got really tiny for a little while, like really tiny, and I was running a lot, but I was also running off a lot of stress. And not eating right, and it wasn't like a good tiny, it wasn't healthy. It was just, run down, and then I was trying to still get that exercise in where I could, and I love running, and that was my thing because it was like good for my headspace. And then I think since actually I've got happier, maybe also even lazier. So it's keeping that, instead of that being an outlet, I don't necessarily need that same outlet. So I've seen my body get bigger and bigger and bigger, and now I'm at sort of my biggest, and I'm going, oh, do I want to go and have a run? And I would rather do this with my family, or go and do that and eat this and that. So then I'm at home and I'm kind of not getting the same exercise that I'm used to, and I'm thinking, what can I do, and does it even work at home? Am I going to do the same thing as what running does, So
probably
a
lot more better things for you.
A lot healthier.
Better.
It's the small consistencies. So what is better for you is to do 10 minutes, say 5, even 7 days a week. Who can't do 10 minutes of movement each day on a mat? And that's going to be more beneficial to your body than going, oh yeah, I've got energy today, I'm going to smash out a big long run and then do nothing for the rest of the week. It's kind of building up that consistency with your muscles, and as well with like alignment and stuff. You need to, like, the fact of it is, you do need to move. Your body needs to move, and your muscles do need to kind of keep some sort of density as we age, because we're not getting younger, right? I don't like to be like super depressed. I know, it's that lifestyle thing. So you want to be taking on something now. You're at the point of your life where you want to take on something that you can still do in 20 years. Like, you can still drop down to your mat and do a few booty moves and just keep that kind of muscle mass and things that you actually need, so that you're not ending up a cripple. Because go smash out F45, sure, for however, and that's probably really bad because people love F45. It's like a cult.
It works for my interest.
But who at F45 is 70? No one. So that's my kind of thought process on fitness is you need to be able to integrate this into your life and then have it habitual for the rest of your life so that you don't reach a point where you're just sitting on a couch going, I used to be really fit.
So it becomes like a routine for you. You fit it into your normal routine.
Well, they're short enough, and you don't actually have to leave the house. It doesn't take you 15, and that 15 minutes it takes you to drive to the gym, you've done your workout on the mat.
That's so true.
And a lot of people are like you said you need somebody to push you and motivate you to exercise and that sort of stuff. And I used to also be the same. But when I found Hannah's, when she's there, it's on video and she's telling you, you can do this, let's go, come on, I'm proud of you, and she's saying all these positive...
Don't you message each other as well? Because you quite often get in touch with Hannah when you
daily.
need help.
By the way, daily. Every time,
I'm your stalker.
She is, and if she doesn't hear from you, she's like, ladies, where are you? You haven't checked in.
That's awesome.
She's on you. And it's only 5 days a week because Hannah's also about having your rest days.
So that's even better.
It's that support. So I think there are so many online fitness programs and people start them and then don't finish them because it's like, whatever, bored, checked out.
Yeah.
But yeah, each day you have to check in with me. You've got to do the muscle emoji to show that you've done your workout. And then I give you a big, you're amazing.
Yeah,
well done.
Replies to everybody.
Every single day. Like there's not a day I can be dying somewhere and I will still get out my phone and respond because it's just like so important to give people that feedback all the time, and I think that's what makes it different.
Creating that sort of connection with people and that community around what they're doing. So it's not just my exercise today. You actually feel part of something while you're doing it.
Well, yeah, and it's all women. So, and I know I will touch on the fact because you are going to be doing something for men, but Hannah,
I might do. I considered it. I don't know yet.
Their bodies are very different. They're probably a lot less complicated than our bodies after giving babies. So it's all women. So we talk about everything. We talk about the awkward problems, about, like I said to Hannah, I said every time I do these certain moves, like anything to do with kicking my legs in the air, I fanny fart. I know, gold. And she thinks it's hilarious. And I'm like, why do I fanny fart every time I kick my legs in the air or every time I tilt my legs on the wall? Because you've got that wall play video, which is hideous because it's so hard. And your legs are going to go up on the wall and you've got to tilt your pelvis in the bridge. And it's like... It's making all these noises and I'm like, son of a bitch, thank God I'm not at a gym. Thank God I'm in my house where I can laugh at my house. And my daughter's sitting there laughing at me saying, Mummy, you're farting. Well, I'm not actually, it's just air. And we can discuss this on the page, but anything, everyone talks about period, talk about what is it? Do you have it polycystic ovaries? There's a lot of women with that and the bloatiness. And Hannah literally knows everything when it comes to the food and what certain booze. Did you say booze? Booze, sound like boobs, food. Foods, like certain combinations of foods can set off something and make you bloat. And, like I can't eat broccoli and cauliflower and all those sorts of foods that a lot of people can eat, which is pretty common actually now.
That's really common.
Because of the horrific pain and the bloatiness.
Cruciferous vegetables are really gassy for a lot of people.
Yeah, exactly. And you ask Hannah anything and she's there and she answers everyone. And then people put inspirational food up because I hate anything to do with cooking and feeding, as you well know. And
so talk about diets and things as well. On
everything. Hannah is amazing.
People screenshot menus when they're at restaurants and send them to me and say, what should I order? I'm here. I don't know what to do. What should I order? And I'm like, okay, hold on. One, I'm jealous because you're there and I'm sat at home eating, I don't know, baked beans or something. But it's just having that support so they can ask anything and there's never judgment. Like we're all girls. We go through the ringer. I've heard it all. There's nothing that shocks me. It's really nice. We just reach out and respond to each other and chat, and then someone else will come in and go, oh yeah, I went there last week and it's just that constant community.
So a big thing with women as well, obviously having babies, our bodies do change a lot. And mine, after my pregnancy, I suffered really severe pelvic arthropathy, where after my pregnancy, I was actually wheelchair bound. And I had to basically work with physiotherapists to get me to be able to walk independently again. And that took a long time. And then I had to work with, I had a Pilates instructor come to my home and I'd do that with her to try and strengthen it all back up again. And this was like months and months after I'd had the girls. Have you worked with people like those instances as well? Or is that probably a bit more severe or?
I have. That's the danger with when you go into just sort of training online more. So someone like that, I would probably say if they were in those earlier stages, I would be happy to come up with something one-on-one for you. Even if that is online, I would film more personal videos to you. And I would say, these are the ones that you can do and you'd be fine doing this, but stay well clear of. You've just got to be a bit careful with that postpartum, like especially as soon as you've had a baby, those first 6 weeks or whatever, or even really the first 12, to be honest, your body's still adjusting how much you go into. So that's why, the Belly Blitz program is a beginner, intermediate, and advanced. And you start very much from the floor work. That I'll show you guys some of that in a sec. And that's just all retraction work. It's exactly that. It's strengthening those areas. It's making sure your hips are aligned. It's just working on those really foundation kind of moves that you need to then be able to progress properly.
And you don't really do it at the gym in those
Someone does that.
Those big classes,
they
the
rock
big
up at the
exercise
gym
classes.
and the trainers go
on and
10 reps of that machine, 10 reps of that one, 10 reps of that one. Okay, off you go. Have fun.
But they don't
Got my
necessarily
membership.
correct your posture, and if you're doing
and
it
in the
wrong,
classes, that you do your classes workout,
Yeah.
and you're constantly reminding, suck those abs and get them, feel them. The whole 20 minutes you're doing it, suck them in. It's like, oh my fucking God, I'm exhausted.
Which is really special about your program. So not only do you get a personal trainer, communication on tap, dietary advice, and
that's why it's sustainable.
Cheerleader.
Yeah.
personalized to each person as well. So do you sort of do different things for different age groups? Or
Not so much. It's more different fitness levels because I hate that age thing because there are some people I know that are like, there was a lady that did the program, she was 70. She totally nailed it and she got the best results and her fitness was really incredible. So I don't think it's so much age as what you've been through, ability, where you start. So it's just about starting you in the right place. Whether you start at the beginner level or some people might come in and they'll go, for example, you're in the members group now, which are people that have been on the program a while. So I'll have them doing much harder things than other groups.
I want to join. I want to join
Yeah.
right now. Can we take a quick break while I go sign up?
and you will. And it's sustainable. And that's the thing. I've done lots of online things. I tried to join the gym when I first moved back down here from Whangaparoa a couple of years ago. Lasted about 6 weeks. I was like, fuck, I don't have an hour and a half, 15 minutes there, an hour workout, and another 15 minutes to get home. And then I just fell off the wagon. And then
Women have enough in their head. They don't need to go to bed going, fuck, what time do I have to get up to be able to get to the gym, to get home, to get showered, to get the kids ready, to get out the door?
Fucking enough. Enough is enough. It's fucking annoying.
Can anyone, is this just for New Zealand or can anyone be part of this program?
No, it's worldwide now. So I've just set up my website so you can literally purchase the programs online at any point, and I do the same thing. I still have a link to the chat groups that I'm in every single day. So I'm consistently giving the same support to people. I know time zone difference comes into it, but I will still, the minute I wake up, get back to those people because that's important to me. Because I think I don't want to create a program where I just leave people out there doing it wrong or failing. I don't want people to fail. I made this because I want to show you that it can be done and it's so much easier.
That's easily achievable if you put the work into it.
Easily achievable. And it just I've done this I had my second child and I carried on doing it and I got the same results again. I stayed
Did you carry a lot of weight when you were pregnant? Were you one of these women that kind of bloomed
I can't imagine. She went,
I know, because she's just body. I look at her and I know you give me some shit sometimes because I'm like, oh my God, I want your body. I still want to look like you, and you're so lucky.
I find it so awkward.
Not lucky. Hardworking.
Yeah.
But then it's also, and you've always had such an amazing physique. Have you always had a really good physique?
No. No. I almost need to. In fact, I will do it for you guys. I will send you some disgusting pictures that I don't want anyone to see, but you're welcome to put them out on your page or whatever. For anyone listening to show you, no, I haven't. I really haven't. I'm more toned now than I was before having children, for sure.
Wow.
My tummy is much more toned now than it was before having
Oh my
babies.
God, I know. I know. It's zooming on that stomach. Yeah.
It was great. You can't actually see it now because of these stupid high-waisted leggings. So we'll talk about
See, I want the high-waisted stuff to keep that rolling, keep the side love hat, tuck them in, bitch. You know, whereas you want to roll them down.
I hate it. I'm like, I
yeah.
worked so hard for this. Why? But yeah, no, definitely better after babies, which is super interesting.
We were having that point earlier of, when you asked a question, Renate. When you
Remind me, I'm trying to think of it, but
we were
so many
saying about
questions in my head.
comparing bodies, and a lot of people will say, but you know, genetically we're made different, and could my body shape, or could your body shape?
I want that.
Yeah, can I achieve that? Or am I too old now to, you know, is that something that genetically you have to have in you or not?
No, I think anyone can achieve it, and we see this by if somebody told you tomorrow you're going to be on TV, you're now a film star, and you need to look like this. The first thing you would do is take the steps, whether like no, you would do it, and you would do it because that pressure is on you, but. You don't need to look like someone else because you already look amazing. I just want to point that out.
Gee, thanks.
But every single person can retract their tummy and create a more defined waist and a kind of flat toned area there. However, you do get different body shapes in the sense that we talked about this. You have a shorter midsection than I do. Yeah. I'm longer through the midsection. So that will always give me the appearance of looking slightly leaner in that area than maybe you ever will. And that's just the hard truth. Like people don't like to hear it, but we don't all have the same body shapes.
Exactly.
However, that's not to say that you cannot retract this, pull this back in and have this so that it's nice and tight and toned and you're just feeling really amazing.
What about when people say when you hit 50 or go through menopause, or when you hit a later age woman, we just naturally start carrying a lot more weight? Is that true?
Do we naturally start carrying more weight, or do we naturally slow down and stop moving as much?
Or do we naturally sort of want to eat more sweet stuff that's going
and the Pinot Gris comes in? Have you ever watched 50-year-old women, or this is so harsh, but they get to sort of 5 p.m. and they're like, Pinot Gris.
32-year-old women do that.
But 32-year-old women also are busy often with younger children, so you're running around more, you're moving more, and
it's more like 6, 7. You know, putting that out there.
Yeah.
Not 5.
Not drinks.
But all I'm saying is people do naturally slow down as we get older, and we naturally do a bit less. Yes, there is a hormonal change, for sure.
But apart from the like physical, like from it looking good, is it beneficial for us to actually build that core strength as well as, you know, to keep the rest of the body healthy?
100%, 100%. Yeah. And in terms of your balance as well, you know, as we age, that's one of the first things that goes for people is they start to lose their balance a lot more, and they can't hold poses you can hold when you're younger. So just doing this type of work, it doesn't have to be super taxing, but it's just going to keep that mind-muscle connection, muscle density, and alignment, so you're not going to get those back problems and things
that
that come
everything,
about.
when you're lifting things, when you're
Helps
walking to
with
the shop,
everything.
with everything. It's not just the exercise.
It is a bigger picture than vanity. I'm not all for vanity. We all love looking and feeling amazing. Obviously, that's important. But what you're going to love more is being able to run down the road at, 66, 70 after your grandkids and not be like, oh God, my back, I've got to sit down. I mean, I look at that kind of longer perspective on it because you want to feel good for like your whole life.
And
Not
when
just
you
whilst
feel
you're young.
good, you will also look good. because it comes from the inside
it comes
out.
from within.
Yeah.
And it is sometimes definitely a mind thing, I think, because
Oh,
I know sometimes
yeah.
I'm like, oh gosh, I feel like cramp, and I look like bad. I'm in the mirror, I'm like, where did this come from? Where did this come from? I feel gross, and I'm like, right, I'm getting into it. I'm off for a run, so I will like go for a run. And then the second day, right, I'm on it. I'll go for a run. Second day, I'm in the mirror. I'm like, hey.
Yeah.
You know, I'm like, it's working already. Vic, you look amazing. And, you know, and it's like 2 days, nothing changed. But in my mind, I'm like, I'm fit and healthy, you know, watch me go. And
So that's the thing behind consistent movement. If you do something every single day, it doesn't have to be a lot. Mentally, you're going to be feeling better. And
And you're going to look better.
You're going to look better because
it comes. Yeah.
It's-
It'll be like, oh, why are you glowing? What have you been doing?
sweating.
Nobody has ever done a workout and gone, God, I hate how I feel now.
No.
Every single person
Maybe
goes,
during
oh, man, I'm
it,
so
it's
glad
like, I
did
hate
that."
this, but afterwards, like, I'm glad I did
Yeah.
that.
She's definitely got a couple that trigger me in the sense that if she ever mentions it, I just won't do it because I just hate it
This
so
is good to
much.
know.
There's an 18-minute sweat, and then you've got see, for me, it's a bit more high intensity, and I struggle with anything where I've got
intensity.
high intensity. It fatigues me, and I think it's because I've suffered, panic attacks and anxiety, so I've lived quite on this for quite some time. So when I add exercise onto it, I burn out so much faster, and then the recovery time is like the entire day or 2 days to recover from something high intensity. So the ones that I find high intensity, which are a couple, and there's what is another one, the 30 rep something. I like all your 30 reps, but there's another one that you do is a lot of box
very high
work,
repetitions.
a lot of box work, like getting up and down a lot, and I'm like fucking struggling. I'm like, nah, won't do those ones. I'll stick to the mat. Thank you very much.
But isn't that awesome, though, that there's so much variety that you offer people, that people will take to things and see the results and feel comfortable doing the exercises, that they can choose what you get into? I mean, obviously, you will show them what you need to do to work different areas, but, if there's certain things that it just ain't your cup of tea, there's so much more that you can be getting into.
Because it's a personal journey too, and people you're only in competition with yourself. You don't need to watch the videos and go, I want to do what she can do, because you don't need to be able to do what I can do. But what you do need to be able to do is something that makes you feel good every single day, and something that's building your own strength. So it's your journey. And like you say, if you don't like that particular style of working out, don't do it.
Yeah.
But then you've got other people in the group that are like, I want to smash hard and I want to,
Yeah,
and
and I was
that's
thinking,
for them
holy
because
shit,
that feeds them.
Yeah.
So it's just kind of,
You got something for everybody.
It's catering to everyone and making it a bit of a broader spectrum.
But I found out, I think for me with my mental well-being is that because I come from such a training lifestyle, and for the years that I didn't, and then of course the alcohol abuse and all that sort of bullshit, blah, 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 that yours I found really good for me mentally because, and that's the thing I really want to stress to people, is that it was not just about feeling good, but it was for my mental state of mind, because I put so much fucking pressure on myself that I had to do this and I had to do this, is that it actually was sustainable. And it's, like I said, it's not just you having to do exercise. Mentally, it's really good for me. Like I get excited when I do my program. I get excited. I can't wait to message Hannah going, I've done that I did 3 of them or something, because sometimes she'll push and make you do 3 short ones, or if you don't feel like it, you just did it. And she always comes back with, well done, I'm proud of you, you're amazing, to everybody, and it's that whole well-being that you like, that whole holistic.
That's the thing, we do it to our
you're-
kids, right? If your kids did something good, the first thing you would say to them is, well done, that's amazing. We never do it to ourselves, ever. We'll do something incredible and we're just like, oh, well, that's something else ticked off that we've done in a day. So think of me like your mum that comes in and goes,
Well done.
good job for taking that time for yourself. Like, that's so important. And okay, so you didn't manage that one today. That's cool. Why don't we just do this one? Take it back, calm down, and you're still going to feel good even doing those 10 minutes. And then you do that and you do feel good.
Did you have your
move
own
on.
cheerleader on this journey, spurring you on through this?
You were just you're the motivation to just do it.
No, I didn't. I was just motivated, I think, by what I wanted to create and what I wanted to see, and to also just
What inspired all this journey?
you
and
meant
this
to go there
career?
too.
Yeah.
so when I was 19. I was 18 or 19. I had a horse. I used to compete equestrian, and I had my horse topple at a fence and land on me. And I broke my right femur, all my ribs this side of the body, my jaw and my nose. So I was completely crushed, like one side of my body.
Wow.
And I was quite a sporty person. And then to be told, like, my leg was facing me. This is so gross, but my leg was facing me from this point up. And it's now metal. Like, I've got pins in here, I've got pins in here, and I've got metal through the middle of my leg. And they basically said, when you have that done, they're like, yeah, you're probably not going to operate on the same level. Like, you're going to have to slow it down. And then you're probably going to get arthritis in your knees and your joints here because, you know, we're not designed to have metal sitting through our joints and all these things. And I was like, no, just no. It's not happening to me. Like, I'm the most active. I don't know. So that's when I went off, and I couldn't really walk anyway or do anything. So I did a degree in nutrition, and I studied. And then once I'd done that, I studied exercise instruction, and then I studied female hormones and sports. I just went on and on and on because I wanted every bit of information. Like, I totally geeked out. I was like, I'm going to make this body better. And it got better. And I've never, touch wood, had any issues whatsoever.
Shit.
Like, I have no back issues. I have no hip issues, absolutely nothing.
But that could have been the opposite had you not said, no, I'm not going to have this affect me.
Yeah.
You know, if you hadn't sort of used your own mind to sort of battle that and to get over it, you could have still been lying.
Exactly, and gone, my injury, and that's why I'm fat and I'm overweight because of my injury, and poor me. But you're fucked.
You get put on the incapacity benefits straight away. So ideally, I could have gone, sod it. It's quite comfortable. I'll just
stay on here.
And, like, pop out some babies, bitch about my hips, like whatever. But no, because this is the rest of your life and this is your body. Like, it is your responsibility to make it better. It's no one else's. You can source help, absolutely, and you can source information, but you're the one that has to do it. Like, kind of end of story. 100%. And believing you can, which is what I'm trying to install in women all the time, is that believe you can, because you can. And if someone says, can I ever get a tummy like that? I'm like, do you believe you can get a tummy like that? Because if you believe it, then you can.
Yeah, see, I struggle with that. I do struggle with the confidence sort of thing, because I go back, you know, like even just before I had Moni, I mean, I was a size 6, and I've been a size 6 to 8 my whole life. But I always thought I was fat.
Little.
I always thought I was fat. And I'm the biggest I've ever weighed now. And I struggle with, you know, I look back at photos like 5 years ago going, I was a size 6 and I thought I was fat. I'm like, what the fuck? And I'm like, I'm a size 10 now, you know, and sometimes I'm a 12.
I'm a size 10
Sometimes
now.
I'm a size 12, but I really beat myself up about it. And I'm like, oh, I really want to have the body I had. And I'm like, but I fucking can't get it. Why can't I get it?
Stop saying I can't, maybe, and you can.
I don't think I would want, because I was a size 6 for a while, and I've always sort of fluctuated with between 8 and 10, and I actually wouldn't want to be a size 6 now. I like having... No, I wouldn't... I like feeling womanly. I like having my curves. I like having my shape. I just need to like suck it all in.
And a life.
Yeah, and a life.
Like, let's just
and a life.
talk
And I like
about
my
that
food too much. I'm such a foodie. Like, I just...
You are a foodie.
Oh, I'm a big foodie. And I would just be miserable trying to get to a size 6. Like, it's just not. No,
but you don't. Like your size doesn't particularly determine your health whatsoever. If we're talking from a health perspective. Yeah. So yeah, size 6, awesome. But what are you doing with that? Are you happy? Are you enjoying your time? Like, no. It goes back to this lifestyle fitness where maybe just by toning and tightening a little bit, but remaining a size 8 or 10, and that's really comfortable for you and you're feeling good because things are a bit tighter. And I think it comes down to that, but you're still getting to enjoy life and go and, I don't know, eat your birthday cake when you're at parties and eat things that you want to be able to eat, then that's far more important.
I was going to ask you, with your nutrition background and things like, do you think it's really necessary to eat a lot of meals a day? Because I'm a person that used to, But now I've come to sort of know myself so well that I can run on just one meal a day and just maybe pick, some healthy things. But I will only eat when I'm feeling hungry. Is that
I
okay
love
to
that.
do? Am I
No,
doing
I think that's great.
injustice to myself?
Yeah. Have you ever noticed kids, they eat intuitively. So they will pick a bit and they go, I'm full, I'm done.
Yeah.
And they move on. And what we do is, because we're taught by sort of parents or so on, finish your meal, finish.
But also have breakfast, lunch, dinner.
We're overriding our hunger signals all through our life. So when we get to adulthood, we don't even know when we're hungry anymore. We're hungry when the clock says it's time for this meal. So we go, ooh, I'm hungry, but you're actually not. No. So I would say absolutely, if you're the type of person that runs better on maybe just a few bits of fruit through, I don't know, the morning or something, and then your first meal might be a bit later on, then go with that.
First and only meal most of the time,
God, I can't function like that. No,
I cannot eat.
I can't function eating too much food.
I can't eat first half the day. I probably don't actually have any food until after 12.
Yeah, I don't eat until
sometimes I'll
about
just
1, and that's my only meal.
If Robert makes me a smoothie, because he does a kids' smoothies in the morning, and if he makes a smoothie, he'll make me one, and he'll still come home in the afternoon at like 2 o'clock sometimes and pop in, and he's like, Vic, you've still not drunk your smoothie. And I was like, oh yeah, I eat later, and I still get up early, but I have my coffee and I drink water and stuff, but come the afternoon is when I eat.
I manifest. I like food, even though I hate anything to do with prepping food, making food. I don't even like eating it. It's just, but I'm just like food. I'm just like obsessed over it. I don't know why. And then like being consistent, like food plans. Oh fuck's sake! I have never stuck to a food plan ever. I've never stuck to. I mean, I've gone through every single food delivery company to deliver healthy food to my daughter like in 1 or 2 weeks, and then I fall off the wagon again. And because I think because my days aren't consistent, like I'm not a 9 to 5 person. I get stuck when I'm out, so I kind of get stuck, And if I had to stick to a food plan, I've tried. I find it really, really difficult. But I also find it really difficult with food. I have a weird thing with food.
Yeah,
because
you do.
I might struggle my battle, and I'm like about it, really angry about it, and everybody's just like eating all this nice stuff and and I'm just looking at my food. So hungry, but while I'm sitting here, I'll just eat a cookie and then like something else that I shouldn't be eating whilst I decide what I really want to eat, Emotional eater too.
Yeah, massively. Women are far more guilty than men for that. It's the emotional eating. Men tend to be more emotional drinkers. They'll reach for a beer, whereas women will very often reach for a chocolate bar or a bag of chips.
Yeah, the Nutella jar and the spoon.
Oh my gosh. I literally, it was terrible. So we were in the supermarket
this one.
the other day, and Robert went to get a little thing of Nutella because he was just in the mood for it. And I was like, why are you getting the little one? It doesn't make sense. It's cheaper if you buy the big one. He's just like, they just made you spend more money. We don't want the big one. I was like, I want the big one. Yeah. So we bought the big one, and I'm sorry, we never buy white bread. We just don't have it in the house. But if you buy a jar of Nutella, you gotta buy some white bread. 2 days.
Gone.
She fucking ate it.
The entire jar of Nutella. My kids don't like it. My kids don't eat it.
She ate it.
I ate
That's doable.
a loaf of white bread and the big jar of Nutella.
Because you binge. You're a binge eater. Like you're really good, but then you have a good binge.
Yeah. Well, the thing is as well.
But it's yummy food.
But the stuff that we do binge on the bad stuff. Like, Robert and I are both foodies, and we love cooking. Like, we love the kids being involved. We do dancing in the kitchen, we play music, and we all prepare meals together, and we really enjoy doing that. But because we love our food, we kind of eat everything. But I don't eat a lot of crap.
No, takeaway food.
I don't eat takeaways or anything. I would never go through dry food.
I don't like takeaways.
But we eat breads and our cured meats and pate and all that kind of stuff. Like we love all that, cheese and crackers. But for our meals, we do cook really good lean meals. Lots of veggies, lots of salads. I'll pick throughout the night on. We'll have our meal, but I'm not a big sit and eat my meal.
Yeah, you stand and pick it.
I stand and pick it, but I will get through it the entire night. But but yeah, but then I'm like, what's next? Oh, that looks yummy. What's next?
Yeah.
That looks yummy.
It's that tapas style.
Yeah.
I like that too,
Grazing.
especially if you're having a glass of wine or something. You want to be kind of
Yes.
sharing
Now,
plates.
with your thing on your program, so you don't mind people having drink, but you only say prosecco, don't you? You're like, stay away from everything else but prosecco.
Not everything else. I just extra dry. So prosecco is actually, people don't know this about it, but it's really, really low calorie if you get the extra dry prosecco.
Oh, right.
And it's not messing with your insulin levels so much. So it's a really clean drink to drink. However, the unfortunate thing is when you pop a bottle, you've got to finish the bottle.
There's a whole bottle there.
So that's the downside. You need to buy those little mini ones if you just want.
That is if you feel like you need to have a drink.
A glass of wine, yeah.
White wine is dead to me, and if you drink white wine, just prepare for what I call that. This is harsh again, but it's almost that potato on chopstick look where you get that
wine
middle-aged.
Oh, potato on
tired,
chopstick.
yeah,
I've
that's
seen that.
what-
You
yeah,
see a lot of women with these.
A lot.
Like men with those big guts.
Like Robert and I, we love our red wine. I mean, we don't drink every day, but we do like have a glass on an evening through the week or at the weekend and stuff. Am I okay with my red wine?
Red wine. Okay, so red wine got a great name, didn't it? Because people are like, oh, it's got antioxidants and polyphenols and these things that
It's healthy.
But the reality is you could eat 2 blueberries and get more of the antioxidant content than you can an entire bottle of wine. What they found in science is a way to market alcohol as somewhat healthy. What I'm saying is don't be fooled that it's healthy.
See, I thought you were telling me to drink more wine to make up for nothing.
You could never, but red wine's a bit more dense in calories, so just take that into account. Like you're looking, it's kind of the equivalent to 2 slices of toast every time you have a see,
don't
kind
know
of
this.
payoff.
No, but that's why I just
That's
don't
what's
drink.
going wrong. Yeah.
Oh, you don't drink.
And also it's heavier on your liver. It's harder for your liver to detox. It's a little bit heavier. So if you do have any liver issues at all, so if you get any of that it's that fatty stuff under where your bra strap comes.
Oh,
That's a really common sign that
I've been drinking too much red wine.
that your liver could be
Really?
struggling a little bit. Yeah.
Okay.
And then I would cut
shit.
back on the red wine and make it just something a bit cleaner.
I used to drink those 2 litres. You know those 2 litre ones of the red wine? I used to
Seriously?
I was by myself. Oh, really? Fuck yeah, in a day. Oh, hell yeah. Yeah, you know, those 2 litres. I didn't know it was so, I thought it was like, it's good, it's healthy, it's good, you know, low calories. Obviously, fuck, I was drinking, what was that, about 20 packets of bread. I'm surprised I never became such a fat beast.
No, but
drinking.
you had age on your side. Like these things start to show up. Your liver obviously functions far better as you're younger, so it's stronger. And then what happens through life is you get all these liver loaders that pop up and slowly it becomes a bit more congested. So it's just about, people always say to me, but I used to do that and I was fine. And I'm like,
Yeah, time changes.
I used to do stuff at 3
Does
that I would
metabolism
do
slow?
now. It's not that your metabolism slows so much. It's that your muscle mass in your body decreases as we age. Density, which obviously, as you know, helps the metabolism. So it's about keeping that. And also just the movement, just the natural movement. As we get older, we're not moving as much.
Yeah.
We just don't.
With me, so hormones, like you said, play such a massive role. I don't know if other people are suffering from, well, of course other people are, but just saying.
Fuck, you're funny, I love it.
I don't know if other people are. Someone out there will be. I have PCOS, and I know there's other sufferers of PCOS.
Yeah, I had that.
One of the things as part of it
really
with
common.
your hormones is they basically say, you know, you are at risk of obesity. It is a big thing that you have to think about and take in consideration. And your insulin, and it doesn't work the same. You're at high risk of diabetes and all these kind of things. So, I mean, with PCOS in mind, I mean, I do struggle. It's not easy for me to lose weight. I feel like I smell a donut and I'm like, a few pounds go on.
I'm hungry.
So is there like foods that you should be eating for your hormones, or is that not?
Yeah. So there's definitely things. it's quite specific, like PCOS in itself. I suffered from that. I found out when I was younger, and I went through a 2-year, I cleansed it out myself essentially. And now I don't, you can totally.
I thought that you couldn't. I didn't know you
No, they tell you can't. Yes, you can. Because I did it, and then I got pregnant twice. Like, literally, I smelt like my husband, and I got pregnant. Like, it was literally, that's what happened twice.
Smell dick.
God, Jesus Christ, that's disgusting. Whoa, are you sure you haven't been drinking?
Oh my God, I love you.
No, you can, but it does take a bit of work, because anything you're doing naturally takes a little bit longer, which is why people are less inclined to do it, because they want things to happen like this.
Yes, we are, aren't we? Now.
Impatient, impatient
So-
creatures.
Yeah.
Completely, because we live in a fast-paced world and we want everything yesterday. But if
So you can actually cure it. Did you cure yourself of polycystic ovaries?
I still get scans now, and I don't have anything. Touch wood again.
I would like to, obviously not right now, but I would actually like to get in touch and talk to you more about that, because I would love some.
Yeah, totally.
That's
So
incredible.
for something like that, I would definitely I would talk to you one-on-one, and I'd have a one-on-one consultation, just because you need to know some things, like how long it's been going on, your symptoms, how advanced it is, because there's very different levels of it that people don't talk about. So it's a bit more to it, but every single thing I believe in the body, every single thing apart from if you damage something in your heart, you can fix.
Wow.
And I fully believe that.
Well, the body's very powerful, isn't it? The body's
So powerful.
The fact
So
that
it's
it
the
does
mind.
heal.
It's
Even,
the mind that will run.
You know,
make
we
your
cut
body do it.
ourselves
Yeah.
and it heals itself.
Yeah.
And it's same on the inside. So you can heal
manifest
it.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's what I love about you, though, is that, you know, everything like polycystic ovaries, you can help people with that, and any other sort of things that that women have going on, you can do that one-on-one coaching with them as well.
Yeah, it's
know?
really important, because I just don't want people to think that they have any kind of sentence. I hate this crap when we've come into a state now where we outsource our health for a doctor to tell us, you know, okay, you've got this, here's some pills, no, you'll have it for the rest of your life, have fun.
Yeah.
And you're like, but it's my body. How did they know what my body is going to
But
have?
a lot of
for-
people will
it's-
go, oh, okay, and then that's
they
what
just-
they take.
I did. I
Yeah.
accepted that. I accepted that, and that's something that I have to.
I didn't know it could be
take
cured, yeah.
the medication you have to take for it, and that's that. I didn't actually realise you could naturally work with
Yeah,
it.
you completely can. It takes a bit of work, which is why people don't want to do it. It takes a bit of work and a bit of consistency, but it's a small part of your life, and it's so worth it. Like, if you can do it, boom. No, you don't have to worry about it.
Yeah.
Talking about the exercise part of things, so I'd love to.
Oh,
do
should
some?
we do a bit of a demo? And let's see what Hannah's got for us, shall we? Oh, I'm excited because these two girls have no idea. And we've got kickboxer over here who kickbox 5 to...
Boxing.
Oh, boxing. Boxing
Yeah,
or
so you-
kickboxing? Boxing.
I do both.
Yeah, do both. 5 days a week, 6 days a week. Me, who I do Hannah, and...
I do that.
I do Hannah. I do you, babes. A sexy machine over here. What do you do, Vic? I love taking the piss out of her so much. I love you.
I run every 6 months. I dance.
You do dance.
I dance.
You dance a lot. Yes, you do.
Okay.
I love that. I love that.
It's really cool. There's 3 different kind of levels
Yes.
of.
Do you know, I was never like this. I used to train every day, sometimes twice a day. Honestly, I lived in the gym and I would run probably a minimum of 6 to 12K every single day. Wow. Every day. Yeah. And I worked in the health club for a while. We had to do rackets every day. I had to work with the trainers. I had to do all of the classes to know all your knowledge. Like, my life was exercise. And it's literally probably in the last, sorry, Rabbit, 2 years. I've just become so, like, you know, you've got small children and, you know, life's busy. But what is nice about this is that for me, it is trying to find that time that the kids are sorted, that I can drive to the gym, go do a workout at the gym, or, you know, go for a run and you know, to do 12K, I'm not going to do it in 10 minutes. You know, it's not.
Who's doing 12K in 10 minutes? Wow, machine.
Exactly. But that's what I mean. But you can do a workout in 10 minutes and see results. So for me, being active was very high pace, and I did the things that got me out of my mind. And now the thought of, do I want to spend family time and sit with the kids and do something with,
Of course you would.
that, or do I want to go for a 12K run? And, you know, I'm sorry.
No.
The
Kids and family
first
will
one.
win, yeah.
But you know what's so amazing is if you get down on a mat, and this happens to me, they will do it with you. They will copy you.
Yeah.
Like my youngest knows how to do headstands now. Yeah, I'm going to show you a few things. Okay, so Vic, we'll start with you.
Let's move over.
Excuse me, can we zoom in?
Let's not.
I want it. You're just you're so fucking hot.
Stop. I don't know what to do with compliments. I'm just like, no, let's just move on to the mat.
Say thank you, babe.
Thank you, honey. That's really sweet. Thank you. I appreciate that.
This is your mat there, Hannah. Up you go.
Oh, no, I'm not going up. Vic's going up. I'm going to show her a few exercises. So this is for the person that doesn't love exercise. Yeah. So you are kind of...
I can do that.
You are kind of what I would call, well, I'm going to put you in the beginner level for the sake of showing people if that's okay. So we literally do a lot of, so if we go down like this, I'm going to show you first. We're going to drop down onto our elbows, link your hands, and you would start. So the first thing I want you to think about is, what is this doing? Is it engaged? Do you have your tummy pulled in? Like, feel your abdominal muscles if you can.
Like it, but yes, I do.
It doesn't matter. It's absolutely
in as it goes.
It's what your brain is thinking. So as long as you're thinking about those muscles as you do this, and then you're just going to raise one leg up and straight on the diagonal, and you're going to tap that knee back down. And up. It's literally as simple as this starts. So you would usually rack up about 20 of these.
20 to 30
How
on
many
one
have I
leg.
done? I want them subtracted now.
Well, for the sake of kind of showing people, we probably won't go through the whole full repetitions of everything. But then I would ask you to change. So now hold that leg straight, and you're going to tap it down straight. This is how easy this stuff is to start. But the whole time, I want you thinking about what your lower abdominals are doing.
I let it go.
So there you go. There's that point of contact, because I want them engaged at all times.
Should I be doing Kegel at the same time? Because I kind of felt like I became aware of my vagina.
Yeah, the whole thing. So we're contracting that whole area. By lifting this, you're working all of this as well, which is such an important area for women. So you're just
I can actually already feel
moving.
that.
Yeah, oh yeah.
And then from this point then, just take that leg, and I want you to rainbow it over. So you're rainbowing it.
I don't know if I'm flexible enough
You
to
don't
do
have
that.
to go as far. You can literally just pop it over to the other side of your leg if that's your point. And back. And over. And back.
Oh, Sarah, I'm remembering. You've got me doing these before. My body's remembered. She's like, you bitch.
And then you're going to alter it again, where now I'm going through these quickly. You're going to hold your leg in a bent position, and you're just going to pulse up. Small pulse. 2, 3. Pulsing.
Oh, thanks,
4.
Sarah. You met mine, right?
Oh, perfect peach over there. You have a perfect peach too.
Just ignore them, and I want you to think about this again. What's your tummy doing? So this is what I say all through the workouts.
Yeah, I keep
What's
forgetting
your
about my
tummy doing?
stomach.
Yeah,
There
we
you go.
all do.
Yeah.
And you can make this one move benefit all the muscles in your body, or you can make it benefit just one. So you get more bang for your buck. So constantly, how are you holding up?
Yeah, good.
You good? Okay,
Sweaty palms, but I'm good.
in this same position, come into a plank position now. And from here, I just want you pushing back towards a down dog. Good. And then coming forward to plank again. Nice. Up into down dog.
feel
Suck that tummy in. What's that tummy doing?
Yeah.
Whole time. Back.
Okay.
Push up.
Tummy in.
Yeah, like you wouldn't think it's an ab move,
Back.
but it's an abdominal move.
Back. Yep. We're working the tummy in every single move.
I'm
Now,
like shaking.
when you come back down this time, and I'm going to push you a little bit, I want you to bring that right knee in. Tiny bit. Push it back to straight.
Keeping straight, yeah.
In. So you're actually fine. To raise your bum a tiny bit is no problem. As long as
Tapping out. I'm sweating. I need to take my jumper off. Leave it on. Got a battery pack going
You
on.
totally can. So now you're going to have to repeat it on the other side, otherwise you're going to be lopsided.
But she does like 7 minutes on one leg.
Can you talk me
7
through it again?
minutes on one leg doing
Back down
all
to
these
your elbows.
moves.
If
It's
anyone's
insane.
watching this, can you get down on the floor right now and do this with me? Don't make me do this alone.
I agree. It will benefit you hugely. So down holding in this position, and remember you're just kicking up to straight. And I reckon you did about 10 of each, so I'm just going to help you here. That's perfect.
I thought it was 6.
No, I feel like it's 10.
No, 10. You're doing 10.
How many have I done?
No,
And so
you
you've al-
haven't.
yeah.
You're coming up 7. Overway, that's really good. Think about your tummy. Don't think
Yeah,
about them.
okay.
Think about your tummy at all times. Okay, straighten that leg and tap it down. Just straight down and lift. Good. Don't come any higher than that. You don't want to go too much higher than your hip, just to the point you feel it sort of here. Yeah, perfect. Lift. Lift. Awesome, honey. Sorry, I should be looking at the camera more. I suck at looking at cameras. This is
We're all just looking at
I'm
Vic's
going to
butt.
ignore the camera.
Just looking at her butt.
Okay, you're going to do that little rainbow, Vic. So rainbowing the leg over to this side. Good,
I actually quite
rainbowing
like
it back.
this.
That's perfect.
I like this one.
This is really good for waist training too, actually, this one, because your oblique muscles have to be in control. Now, this is the stuff, like you can literally give birth and be doing this after 6 weeks. So this is the foundation, not the planking part that we do, but this stuff.
Okay, how many have I done?
Okay, now bend the knee up and up to here, and you're just
like
going to
that.
do that small pulse, lift, pulse. Good. Small pulse. Bend the knee even more.
My leg's
it,
got a mind of its
perfect.
own right now.
Yeah, you're on a roll now. You're on a roll.
Yeah, you are. You're doing really well.
Yeah.
And then push back into that plank position when you're ready, up onto those tippy toes. And remember, get nice and balanced. What's your tummy doing?
It's shaking.
Lift up. And back. And lift up.
Like, as
And
we, I remember
back.
when she first told us about this.
Up.
And I was like, this is an
And
ad
back.
move,
And this
but
is your
it
finishing
really
move,
is.
remember? So don't give up on me just yet. Bring that left leg in. And straight. And in. And straight. Do one more. You got one more.
Is it the shoulders? It really gets into my shoulders when I do that sort of stuff. You did it.
Last thing I want to show you. So if you just roll over onto the other side. So you're just lying on your back.
I have
awesome pelvic
battery hump. I will just
Oh, I forgot about your battery. Sorry.
Give myself a battery belly.
Yeah, as long as everyone knows it's the battery, not the belly.
Is there? Okay.
Yeah, this one here, are you doing the pelvic one? This took me
Yeah, I'm
so
doing the
long
tilting, which is,
to learn.
It's really,
Yeah.
people find this really
Yeah, it took a long
difficult,
time to
but
learn. I did.
very first abdominal move you should be doing after having kids or to get back into exercise is I want you to just raise your head slightly, look down towards your tummy and just push down into the floor. So I shouldn't be able to get my hand under here, which I can't. You're doing a really good job. You're just pushing, then release. Relax your head back down. Now, just bringing your neck up and looking towards your belly. So you're not lifting your shoulders off the ground so much, but just push. And you're holding. 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax back down. And then to advance this, sorry, Poppy, I'm being really...
So a little poppy.
To advance,
I have no upper strength, but I do have core strength.
well, that's fabulous, but this also reconnects the core if you've had any separation. So to make this slightly sort of more advanced, you would give a slight hip tilt, but just very slight and still pushing this down. So the focus is pushing this area down.
Up, but this down.
And then release, yeah.
So like that tilt of
that
the
tilt,
pelvis.
exactly that.
Okay.
So it's a pelvic tilt and
Feel
you're
my
pushing
butt
at the
cheeks
same time.
clenching.
And then release. And then tilt. And this stuff people overlook because it looks easy. So they go, why bother?
Yeah.
But I do this stuff still every single day.
Yeah.
And release.
A little naughty.
You can finish now.
I
That's why you don't often have like men watching you do it.
Yeah, thank God.
I'm actually interested how many men or women will be watching this one, especially
Well,
we get Hannah down here.
I know on my
Yes.
Instagram I often get a few dodgy comments and I'm like, oh God, really? Can't come up with anything more inventive. Okay, who wants to go next?
Go, Renata. No, I do this. No, I do this like every day. So this is
Okay.
That's actually quite fun, and it's not
How do you
hard
want me?
to do.
And then at the end, guys, I want us all to to do a bit of a leg blitz, we're going to do it together because we need to work our legs. So Renate, I want to test. I want to test your strength a little bit because I know that you do quite a lot. So I want to see. I want us in this position. So you're going into like a wide plank, and this is a great move for that bit that hangs over the bra strap. So get comfortable, engage the core. Yep. You're going to drop all the way to the floor, but really, really slowly.
I hate this one. I did that at training.
This is a bit I hate too. I hate it.
Take the pressure all the way off. Raise the arms forward. Bring the arms back. And now you're pushing up, but you're pushing up like into an arch. So you're here, up into an arch. So you're not coming right back into a down dog. You're holding here, but arching. So pulling that core up.
Yep.
And then now you're shifting forwards again, all the way back down. And we can speed it up a little bit. So down, forward, tap, let's raise up. And that is the point. Okay, so where you dipped there through the core, that's the point of weakness. So now I know where the weakness lies. Come down again. Slow, 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 slow. Be in control of this. Arms forward, take all the pressure off. Arms back wide. Now push up. Power. You've got this. Tummy, tummy, tummy. Up, 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 up. And suck it all the way up. Go a little bit higher. There we go.
Come on, Renate. Awesome.
That's your point of focus right there.
Yeah. Awesome, honey.
Come out of that move. I don't want to. But
that is actually really amazing to see because I haven't actually seen when you say don't. So
that's a very natural thing. This is what I hate about fitness classes because women will go into a class and they will say they'll do exactly this. And I watch it in gyms every day. They come down and they go, And by
they just
doing
leave
that,
it at that.
you're pulling your abdominals and you're damaging your lower back. It's an absolute disaster. So the very first thing you should do when you're on the floor is think, okay, engagement, push and power up. Yeah. And that's
I'm going to practice
every
that.
single,
It's quite amazing.
Do her program because we have to do it.
Watching your tiny body just pop up like the spring. Whereas I'd be like, ooh.
Like I was.
Whereas you're just like, ping.
But that's that consistency of that showing you a move that people will go, oh, that's quite easy. But when done right, it's really difficult. And that's something you can work on every single day and be like, oh, I'm getting stronger. And that's what's so addictive.
I have to still go on my knees when you do the one with the 30 or 40 of them in a row. And
We're going back, you're not done yet.
Oh, good.
Try a few more.
So it's a wide one.
I'm a punisher,
I'll bring you out of the plank position at some stage, I swear. But okay, so you're just going to do you might have done these before, where you're tapping to the elbow, but we're not tapping the leg back down. So you're holding here, tap, straight, machine, tap.
Ooh, yeah.
Straight. Oh, I love this shizzle.
Look at you go, Renata.
Tap, and straight. Nice, drop it down. Let's go to the other side. Go. 1, 2, tap. See, this is awesome. Okay.
She's got you with the strength in the shoulders, eh?
4, yes, she does. Boxing. 5. Good. And from here then, another move you can try is tap the knees and then rip back up to that position that wasn't so much fun. Tap. Up. Nice. Tap. So all I want you thinking here is this comes up. Nice. Okay. Tap. All the way up. Perfect.
Love it.
And this,
such a little movement.
Such a small movement, but every single muscle through this part of your body is
feel
working.
everything,
It's so... And then what we do on every video is we turn it around and we come to the other side of the body because you want to make sure that your body is aligned and you're not just working on one side.
That's good. See, imagine 18 to 24 minutes of this stuff.
And I think it busts the myth that if you're doing mat work, you can't get a proper full workout. You're not helping the fitness and stuff like that. So you can bust that myth.
That's just, do you know, that's just stereotyping and it's pressure because we believe that you need to be moving fast and looking like you're absolutely dying to be getting results, but
no, that got my heart rate up good.
I know, I'm like popping from day one.
I'm dying for the leg blitz. Can we bust them with the leg blitz? So I have to go 4 in a row to get us all in. Come on,
that's
girl.
fine.
Get your booty up, girl. Ooh.
But we're gonna have to do.
It kills me too. I always stop doing your leg blitzes.
So another thing, I would never recommend squats at the start until I know how strong your legs are because what people do with squats is they go and all they're doing is working out their kneecaps and bugger up their knees. So you always start in a lunge position. So now you already know the position that you're in, so perfect. Your knee does not come forward on your toes. Good. All you're gonna do, hands on the knee, drop the back knee, tap, 1. Keep moving, it's like a pulse. This is gonna get hard, so just like focus on your breath and think about it. And the higher the repetitions, that you get that lovely long lean muscle that I love instead of the bulk.
We should be like booby tops, shouldn't we? Oh, I'm already hurting.
No, we're just getting started.
Feel the burn.
Yeah, I'm feeling the burn.
Okay, guys, from this point, just hold here in that lunge position, move the arms back.
Oh, God.
So bring your weight over your front leg and pulse through the arms. So just pulse. 2. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Keep
I'm
going.
breathing.
Weight is in the heel, and what is your lower tummy doing? Think about it.
Keep forgetting about the belly.
Oh, my God.
What's that heavy breathing?
It's me, sorry.
Stopping here, but stay in the lunge.
Oh, my God.
Bring that back leg forward and back. Forward. So you can speed it up for balance sake. 2. Back. 3. I'm going to get to you.
Lunge, you're going to
You're
keep it a
changing
lunge.
legs, that's why.
Oh, gosh. Yeah.
No, why are you stopping? Carry on. You guys carry on. I was just coming around to check the alignment over here. You guys carry on.
Oh, these hurt me. These ones kill me.
So just don't come out of the lunge. You're coming up standing each time, but all you want to be doing is moving this to there.
Oh, like
So
that.
move
still
there.
going.
Oh, okay.
Now you're burning. See, move.
Oh,
Hold. Nice.
yeah.
That's it. Get in the lunge the whole time.
Stay.
Can I stop? I've been doing it the longest.
Oh, wow.
Okay, and then you want to make it harder. We're going to tap the hands down and lift that leg.
Oh, please no fanny farts.
And from here, guys, I want you to just tap that leg down to the ground. Rip it up behind you.
Oh my God.
Tap it
please
to the
don't
ground.
fanny
Simple
fart.
move. Rip it up behind you. Tap. Tap. And I'm just watching you perform. Perfect. It's really good.
Yeah.
How are the legs feeling?
Oh.
See how flexible
Can't
I'm not?
feel my legs anymore.
Well, the thing is, we would usually do about 200 on each leg. Like, I'm not even joking. In this leg,
She does.
Change legs now?
She
We'll
does.
change legs. Let's change legs.
Oh, God.
Oh, no. Okay, I thought
Right, so left leg forward.
Can we have a break first?
No, there's no breaks.
I did change my legs, didn't I? Okay.
You thought that was nice
I'm
before.
sweating
no. But this is what I'm saying. Like, this whole thing would take 5 minutes.
Yeah, she does 5
And
minutes.
you bust
really
this shizzle out and then you get on with your day. And you might come back later and you can do the same thing again. And your legs will be killing you the next day. And you're like, man, what have I done? Like,
Yeah.
10
No
minutes
lifting
work.
weights, no big weight things
Okay,
on you.
so coming into that lunge position. And we're just pulsing down. If you want to make it harder, you can bring the hands off the knee. You don't have to.
Oh, that's harder
You
than
can rest them there. Doesn't actually matter as long as your core is engaged. That's what I want you to think about first. Perfect. Yeah, it's easier if you focus on something that's probably not a
Focus
camera.
on Shay. Yeah, Shay can be our focus point. Woo. Okay, yes.
Yeah, cramp is good. The cramp gets easier.
Oh.
Do you know what that is? That's lactic acid buildup. So that means that your body needs to jump around a little bit beforehand to get rid of that. Yep.
you guys.
Look at Holly.
Check the form.
Okay, stay here, hands
See, it
back.
still hurts me, and I've been doing it for how long?
Pulse.
See, I find this bending over my hip really difficult.
Suck the tummy in. You asked for this, you know that,
I
right?
know.
Okay, bring the leg forward. Tap it back. Bring it forward. You're not coming out of the lunge, girls, so stay in the lunge the whole time. Back.
So I'm panting like a bench.
I'm really regretting this jumper.
Back.
I know, and see, I struggle still.
What the hell's happening here? Like, we didn't prime them. What's going on?
Like a porno video. Oh.
So we obviously need to do Hannah's workouts. Well, what are you doing? You've been doing them for a year.
That's
or
what I
two.
mean. They're hard. I'm sweating. Feel my back.
They're still hard. I still sweat, and I still only do my own workouts. It's so lame, but I watch myself still, and I'm like,
I should've
okay,
taken
Hannah,
this
what
off.
are we doing today? Because it's just easy to have someone tell you how to do it than it is having to think it up yourself.
Yeah.
But
Pushing you, eh? Yeah.
pushing you. And in that instance, like if you started to get cramp, I would say in the video, I'm like, just come out of it, stretch down. And you just stretch and relax and press pause because your phone's probably on the floor in front of you. And then you go back to it. And that's why it's a personal journey. You're not in a class where you're getting left behind. Just stop.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. And next time, try and go a little bit further and a little bit further. And before you know it, you've done the whole workout and you're like, awesome, done.
Oh, fuck you sitting. Oh my gosh, okay. Well,
Amazing.
and that's the thing, I've been doing it for 6 months and I have sweat coming down my back just from that. And I'm like puffed. I haven't done it for 2 days though.
No, it does, because it works those deep inner muscles that we never ever work. If you go and lift a weight, you're always working the same muscles, which is those big muscle groups. And I call them the vanity muscles because they're the ones that guys love because they look big and buff. And they're like, yeah, man, look at my strength. And then I get them on the mat and I ask them to do 4 push-ups slower, like really slow and controlled. And they're like, fuck that, that like hurts.
Yeah.
And that's the difference. It's waking up every single muscle, and that's what gives you that tight tone rather than just a big bicep, which
is women.
Already.
Women, we probably don't want anyway. We don't want the big biceps.
No,
we want
lean.
to pull everything in.
Some women love it. Some women really do, and that's good on them. But they still should do this foundation work to make sure that everything is properly connected and strong, and then build the big biceps. No problem.
What do women mainly come to you with? What is like this? Are there some key areas that you hear a lot from women?
Yeah, it's always the core. Always, I would say, is the general consensus. Core or hips are the biggest problems. I mean, when you carry a child, all your organs get completely crushed up. And this is why if you think you can eat the same after having a child as you did before, you're kidding yourself. Because I can tell you now, your digestion will have changed. It will be under a different amount of pressure. Things have moved around, and you will need to be able to change what you're doing to kind of counteract that and bring your body back into balance. And then you can go back to living life the way you did, and you'll probably be fine. But people need to treat it more like an injury. If you were injured, you would fix it, right? If you had a broken leg, you would fix your broken leg. Yet we have a baby, we destroy our core, we don't fix it. We just carry on and go, oh, I had a baby, yeah, that's amazing. And it is amazing, well done you. But if you want to go into old age, without ailments and things like that, you do need to treat it like an injury and get that strength back. It's really, really important. And you can. And it's not that hard. Like, you can just do it lying on a mat.
I will be, what you've shown us today, I will be continuing with, I think, at home.
Yeah, I would love you to.
And I think I'll definitely be signing up.
So how do we sign up with you? You're on...
Yes. And also,
I don't know, I hate the sales stuff. I'm really bad. You should know this now.
genuinely, people out there wanting to know how it works. So
yeah. Okay. So I have 2 different ways of doing it. I have a more exclusive members group, which is what you're part of, where I'm very much baby stepping you through it. So that's for the people that maybe don't exercise as much and really need their hands being held. And I'm totally fine with that. And you do that through me and contacting me on my Instagram, which is Simple, Sustainable, Sexy.
we'll put the link up too.
Simple, sustainable, sexy. I like it.
That's a simple lifestyle that's sustainable, and you should feel sexy. Like, that's the kind of way I feel about it. But then if you now go on to my website, launched today, and it's go.bellyblitz.co.nz. And if you go onto that, I have a really special offer that incorporates 24 weeks. It's a 24-week package, taking you from like baby steps to being freaking mint. And that includes food plans and everything else as well.
I love it. Yeah, cool. Awesome.
And that's, you can do that without me. But again, you have contact with me all the time because I like to know what people are up to.
Yeah, absolutely. And you're also giving away
Very special for the
Yeah.
Unscripted team.
Yes. So there are T's and C's that apply, obviously. But we're giving away, Hannah, and is
I
giving
like to
away.
say that, the royal we. Like we had to make any effort.
One of your programs, because you do the 6 week, your 6 week programs that you do, the Belly Blitz programs, to one lucky winner. Now, what are we going to get you to do to win a 6 week challenge?
I know.
I actually don't
We
really.
know.
I'm just doing the program, but yeah.
Yeah, so we'll be posting the details of that up with this podcast throughout the week, so you can have a look on our social media and how to enter to win that with Hannah. Yeah. Hannah, thank you so much for today. I know you guys have been working together for so long.
Yeah, we
That's so
have.
lovely, yeah.
This one raves about you all the time.
She's too nice.
And just raves about you as a person. She's like, Vic, I can't wait for you to meet her. She's just amazing and gorgeous, and you're so much fun. So thank you for doing this with us.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
I know
that's
you're super
all right,
busy.
No, it's totally fine. I really loved it. It was so nice meeting you. I love what you guys do too.
Thank you.
Women need to hear this. We need to get out there and support other women and talk about the stuff that's never talked about. It's so important. So
Well, that
good
is
on
our
you.
aim as well. So thank you very much for tuning in and watching.
Yes.
Don't forget, click on our YouTube, subscribe, show us a love, please.
Yes.
Love.
Spread the love.
Have a fab afternoon. Be kind, be nice.
Stay sexy.
Stay sexy.
Simple, sensible, sustainable.